2nd of February, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Lou?
Yes.
Page 14B3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to go in today, and maybe not, probably not tomorrow either. So, but I thought I might have to go to the hospital, but no, the doctor treated him and gave us instructions of what to do. So happy with it. I don't want to go back to the hospital. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And as Joan said, when you're in the hospital, you get all sorts of viruses from people. Mm-hmm.
That's right. The hospital's not a good place to be for a long time.
No. Because when I was there the other day, the guy next to me was coughing a lot. So, okay. So, Rabbi's coming back on in a minute?
I assume so. It's a long time already. It's a long break.
Yeah.
So you're going at 1:30, so you can be there
So are the hearing aids doing well?
No, they're not working very well.
Really?
I'm frustrated.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, all right. Well, okay, wish you very much. You two. Okay, I'll talk to you later on. Okay. You know, okay, got it. Is everyone back yet?
No,
No.
we're rabbi.
Okay, so this is the news doc in the afternoon.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, how you doing?
Here's the information.
Ooh, okay.
Latest news about Roy. His operation is about 3 o'clock today.
Unfortunately,
And I think some people know his name already, but Samach Ben Pesha. That's
Semach.
Samach.
Samach Ben Pesha.
You know
Okay.
what the surgery is gonna do?
Has a twisted.
Oh, I just spoke to Roy just now. He said he had that whatever it's called, that color, whatever it is, and what this what they're doing right now is to I guess remove a part of the intestine.
They're removing a part of the intestine that's been twisting. It's been twisting up. So they're gonna remove it.
Oi, that's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
So
All right, we
Yeah.
need something for him.
keep them in mind. Semach ben Pesha.
And for my legs, they put some badges on it and gave us instructions on how to treat it. So hopefully we'll be okay.
Bezrat Hashem. Fuas and Yeshuas in Klal Yisrael. Bezrat Hashem. Okay, so
There may be a lot of noise again today as they're working like crazy. And they're putting tar around the building. They're gonna, I don't know, spray it with something. They still make a lot of noise from inside.
okay, so that's our cue. if they're making a lot of noise, then the Kabbalah learning Torah.
Yeah, but they don't hear it.
We got to get the Kol Torah going. So we are in Yud Daled Amud Beis 14b. I don't know what page it is. Page 3.
14b3. And
we're going to start from the Toshma Lachilas Peros. We did this before, but we'll just do it again so that we then we'll go into the answer today. Okay, so the Gemora is basically going to ask a kasha over here, another kasha on Shmuel, who said that the purchaser will be able to recover the purchase price, but he won't be able to recover the improvements, price for the improvements, because of it looks like ribis that he's getting. So here the Gemora is going to bring from this brisa, where we see from this brisa that somebody's going to get compensated also for the achilas peros, and if so then we would assume that he would also get reimbursed for loss of improvements that he made, but not like Shmuel. So let's just see that inside again over here. Toshma lachilas peros ketzad. Okay, so Alan, you got the place?
you got the page.
Alan?
14b3.
Yes.
The second. Which paragraph is it?
Third paragraph, right-hand column.
Which column is that?
Right.
Oh, okay. The Gemara explains
No. Above that.
above that. Oh, Gemara attempts.
Yes.
Okay. The Gemara attempts a proof. Toshima, come learn a proof from a brisa which discusses and cited Mishnah. Chilas pay ros ketzar. What is the case of compensation for consumption of produce? Array gal sodo mecha vero. If one stole a field from his fellow, Vaharihi to a chas yodo, and now leaves his possession, kashahu goka. When he collects compensation for his loss, gover s Karen Mina for a team Shu Bordim. Reflects the principal from encumbered property. For Sheiros go there Mina Sim B'nai Howin, and he collects for the produce from properties free of encumbrance.
Right. Then the Gemara asks, Heichi Dami. Alan?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the brisa that the Gemara is asking from, and now the Gemara is going to ask Heichi Dami. What exactly is the case over here that's going on? Let's read further in the Gemara.
The Gemara explains, Hechi Dome, Dome, what is the case? I.e., way more, Kita, course, any. Now, if you would say that the case is precisely as recorded in the Brisa, and the Rambam did not sell the stolen property, gotta be main goy V, from whom should the robber collect compensation? He has not lost anything. Ella rather, Leo Kugon, Zal, Shoda, May Bureau. This is not the. Is it not referring to a case in which, for example, one stole a field with fellow Uma Koror his bechor and sold it to another who improved it until the produce was ripe. Nevertheless, the purchaser may claim compensation from the seller for the produce seized by the rightful owner together with his land. Apparently, although the land was not the seller's and the money forwarded to the seller is viewed as a loan, the additional compensation which he receives for the produce is not viewed as interest. This contradicts Rav Noson's ruling.
Right. Okay, so there we got the kash again. And so now, Lou, you want to read Amar Rava?
Amar Rava. Rava said, Hacha demai askinan. What are we dealing with here? Don she gazal sadeh mechavero melea peiros. For example, he stole a field from his friend and the field was full of produce. Va'achal es hapeiros, and he consumed the peiros. Hefar ba boros shichin ume aros. And then he dug in it pits, ditches, and caves, thereby depreciating the value of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Nigzal ligvos keren, when the one for whom the field, the one from whom the field was stolen comes to collect his lost principal, min mishubadim. He collects from the robbers' encumbered properties. Ba igzal ligvos heiros. When the one from whom the field was stolen comes to collect compensation for the produce, gova min chasim b'nei chorin. He collects from properties free of encumbrance.
So the Karen. So the Nigzal comes to collect, and he gets the Karen from the Chasim Mishubadim. But when he's coming to collect the perus that the Goslin ate, that he could collect even from the Goslin's B'nai Chorin. That's what it means that he can collect from B'nai Chorin. Okay, fine. So this is this now. The Gemara's Rav is explaining that we're not talking about that it was sold to a third party. There's no sale to a third party. So therefore it doesn't look like a loan anymore. Because that was the whole issue that when the Goslin sells something that he doesn't own, so we look at the money that was given by the purchaser to the Goslin who was selling the property that he didn't own as a loan. And that created the whole problem of interest, that it looks like interest when he's taking more than what he paid. But over here, we don't have a purchaser. We just have the nigzal, the one that the property was actually stolen from. He's coming to recover his loss from the Goslin. So there's no issue of a loan because he never gave any money to the Goslin. And like that, we can explain the Brisa according to its simple understanding. Even it fits better in the Brisa because we don't have to talk about a sale by the Goslin that the Brisa didn't say took place. Very good. Now we got Rashi. Rashi has something to say about Rava's answer. Omar Rava, the last two lines of the page. Bill.
Omar Rava. Omar Rava, and so on. Keshehu Gove, and this is when he collects. Lav Belokeach. It's not for the purchaser, kama, that we say. Below, because he did not mochra, he did not sell it, a skinin that we're dealing with. The gova at Karen, and he collects the principal, the kamar, as it says, the nigzal with the one who got robbed from, the victim. The im tomar, and if you say the Karen, amai, gova, on the principle, why should you collect mishubadim from properties that are mortgaged out, hare karka, that this is land lefonav, kagon, shechachpor bo, that he dug in it, borrowed, like cisterns, the apcha, that pechata that opened what's that letter? Misavia that opened up
the gun shechafer bo boros the afchasa mishavia. Okay, first of all, Rashi's asking a question, and usually Rashi asks a question over here. Im Tomar. So basically, Rashi explained, like we said, that we're not talking about a sale, and the one who's coming to collect is who's going to collect the Karen is the Nigzal. So then Rashi asks a question: Im Tomar Karen amai goiva min nechasim mishubadim. Rashi's asking a side question over here. Why is it that the Brisa provides for collection of the Karen from nechasim mishubadim? Hare karka lefanov. He has the karka itself that was stolen. He has it in front of him. It didn't go anywhere. Karka doesn't run away. So let him just collect the karka that was stolen from him. What does the Brisa say that he can collect from nechasim mishubadim for? That implies that the property that was sold by this Goslin, that Goslin this karka lefanov, that he owned the car, he owns other karka this Goslin, and he sold it to a third party, and that it would allow the nigzal to collect from that purchaser. Why do we have to allow that? Says Rashi. Let him collect the karka that was stolen from him. So Rashi says, Kagon, we're talking about a case, for example, Shechafer Boboros, the Afchasa Mashavia. We're talking about a case where the property that was stolen from this person, right? The Brisa says that he dug it up. He dug it up with pits and everything, and now that property is afchasa. It is less from the word pachot mishavya, from its value, from the value that it was at the time of that it was stolen from him. So therefore, that property is not going to be sufficient to pay off the loss that he suffered, and so in that case, it's not called kark lefanov, and therefore he will accordingly be able to be gova min achasim mishubadim from property that's been sold to a purchaser. Okay. All right. Now we go weiter. Rabba bar Rav Huna Amar. So it looks like he's going to have some other alternative way to explain the brisa. So far we're defending Shmuel. And we go back to Alan.
Bottom of page 14b3.
Bottom line, yeah, the last few words on the line.
Omar,
14b.
yeah, Omar, Rava said,
No, we're up to 14b4 now.
Oh, I'm talking about the last line in my Gemora.
oh,
It's 14b4. The last line at the end of 14b4 on the right.
another, okay. Rabbi Bar, Rav, Chomer, Omar, Rabbi Bar, Rav Huna said, Kagon, for instance, Shenit Aloha or Ma Ki Ma Si King, if Gentile extortioners confiscated the field because of the robber, Bor Niga Law Dol Liga Bos Karen, when the one from whom the field was stolen comes to collect his lost principal, go there, Nech Sim Mashu Rabim, he collects from unencumbered properties. Born Niga Azol, Liga Bos, Payros, when the one from whom the field was stolen comes to collect the produce, go there, I mean, Hosim, B'nai Cholin, he collects from properties free of encumbrance. Should I go on?
No, we're gonna. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what went on over here. Rav is saying he's interpreting. He's got a different way to explain the brisa that we just got through talking about. We're talking about where the Nigzal came to claim the property from the Goslin that stole it from him. And why is it that he's claiming the Demei Karka and not the Karka itself? This was really Rashi's question. That was the question. Why doesn't he just take back the Karka itself? Okay, so that's the so in any case, we're talking about a case Kigon Shinatlua Masikin. It was taken by Masikin. Who are Masikin? They're Rashi says they're Anosim Akum. Okay, maybe we'll just read the Rashi. Rashi will tell us what more about what this case is about. Let's take a look at the Rashi. Who, Lou, your turn to read the Rashi.
Okay. What page are we on?
You're on 15.
Oh wow, we need a round of applause for 14p. You dial it on the base.
First Rashi on the page.
Wow.
Okay, where on 15 are we?
What?
Where's the Rashi? Where on page 15?
First one. We're on this. We just started. We just turned the
First
page.
Rashi. First Rashi, Divra Maskil Shenotlu Besikin.
Shanat Lu Masikim. I guess it was taken by extortioners, according to the English. Anashim Akus. Akum. Akum meaning like non-Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idol worship is what it basically stands for. Avodah Kachamim. That's what it really stands for. But they means non-Jews.
Yeah, the censor says it's Akum, but they're basically just goyim. They don't have to be idol worshippers. We don't care what religion they are. And the first word actually is not anashim. That's a samach there. It's anasim.
Anasim. What is that?
What are anasim? From the word onus. They're the ones that force you to do things you don't want to do.
That's where the English gets extortionists from.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So they're non-Jewish extortionists. Natil lo mean God. They take it from the thief.
Yeah.
U mach maso vitanan Bava kama. And it's explained in Bava Kama.
We have a Mishnah to Machamaso means like from the word Hamas with force or violence. Right? If you'll ask, how did they get the land away from the Goslin? So
they
that's
take
it away. They said, get off the land or else.
Okay. Hagozel Sadeh Mach
Mechavero
Venit Lo Masikin Im Machmas Hagazlan. So the thief of the field, the one who stole the field from his friend, and he gave it to the extortionists with the permission of the thief. Chayev lehamid lo. He's obligated to stand for him. What's lahamid?
To get to lahamid it really what it means is to lahamid lo sada acher. He's chayav to provide him with a different field, the Goslin, right?
Provide him and the person who was stolen from,
the one that he stole the field from, and then these Masikin came into the picture, and they took it away from the Goslin and this word is not like what I said. It means machmas hagazlan. Because due to the fact that the gazlan was there, the masikin were able to come and take the property away. So in that case, that the gazlan was responsible for the fact that the masikin got the property away. So he is going to now be obligated lahamid lo to provide for the nigzal a sada acher, a replacement field.
V'harei he yotz'a mi machas yado dikatani benetilas masikin who. So he has to give another field to the victim, and he's required. What is this word? Mitachas. Instead, to substitute his hand.
This is the words of the Brisa. The words of the Brisa that we were having trouble to explain what was going on was the Baharehi Yotzim Bitachas Yado. The Brisa said, Haresh Gozal Sada Mechavero. There was somebody who guzzled the field from his fellow. Baharei He Yotzim Bitachas Yado. And those words were difficult words to explain. The Gemora was asking, what does that mean? Heichidami, what's the case that we're talking about? So we had one interpretation from the Gemora, and then Rava had a different resolution. And now Rabbi Bar Huna is introducing a third way to explain those words of the enigmatic words of the Bryce. And that's just what Rashi is saying over here. Baharei he yotzim bitakas yado, the Ketani, those words that we learned in the Brisa, now, according to this answer, are referring to Natilas Masikinhu. It's referring to the fact that these Masikin took the property away. In other words, these words in the Brisa that says, Harei hi yotzim bitakas yado, and behold, the property went out from under his hand. What did that mean? Well, how did it go out? Who took it out? What's going on? And so now Rashi's saying, according to the way we're explaining now, according to Rabbi Bar Huna, those words that it went out from the hands of the Gazlan is referring to because the Masikin came along and extorted it away from him. Now, I don't know if it was with the Gazlan's permission. I don't mean to defend the Gazlan, but maybe just what it means is that the Masikin figured that he's not like the real owner of the property, so it'll be easier to extort this property away from him than it would be from the true owner, and so that's what it means. That's what Rashi means when we say. It was taken away by the Masikin on account of the fact that the Gazlan was there, Machmas HaGazlan, on account of the Gazlan. But nevertheless, that's already enough to make the Gazlan liable to replace the one that he stole this field from with a new field. He's not the Nigzal's not going to have to go running after these extortionists to try to get his property back. The responsibility is on the Gazlan to give a field back, a different field back to the one that he stole the field from. Okay. Oh, so now so here's it's another example of a situation where the nigzal, that's what the Gemora said. Bo nigzal, the nigzal is going to now come do a din Torah with the Goslin, not with these Masikin. He doesn't have to deal with the Masikin. He can go directly against the Goslin, and he could Rabbi Bar Huna says he could be Gove Karen. He comes to be Gove as Karen. He can be Gove from Nechasim Mishubadim. And if he comes to be Gove Bo Nigza Ligvos Haperos, if he wants to collect the Peros that was on the field that the Goslin stole, that field that was full of Peros, Gove min Nechasim B'nei Chorin. That only from Nechasim B'nei Chorin, not from Nechasim Mishubadim. So like that, that's another way to explain. It's another way to explain the case, where we don't run into the problem we don't run into the issue of having to talk about ribis. So at the end of the day, this brisa doesn't have anything to do, according to what the last two explanations that we made. It's got nothing to do with Shmuel's din about not collecting peros or improvements because of ribis. Okay. And now,
Thank you, Rabbi.
oh, we're already out of time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we'll see everybody tomorrow. Bizrat Hashem.
Amen.
Okay. Take care.
Buah Shlema to Roy and to Alan and to everybody else. Buah Shlema. Bizrat Hashem.
Right.